How's it going, guys? It's ASMR YB, and today we are going to learn 25 facts about Rome, or we'll fall asleep, whichever comes first. Okay, so the first fact about Rome is that Rome began as a small cluster of huts. So Rome's legendary funding in 753 BCE likely reflects a real transition from shepherd huts on the Palatine Hill to a town with walls. Archaeology shows that early secular houses and simple farming communities from this tiny region. Rome expanded through alliances, warfare, and diplomacy into the capital of a massive empire encompassing 3 continents. That is huge. I had no idea. Okay, so fact number 2. Romans used urine as a cleaning agent. That's disgusting. So human and animal urine was collected in public jars called piss pots and sold to fullers. And so fullers are launderers. The ammonia acted as a powerful stain remover and deodorizer. Emperor Vespasian even imposed a urine tax, joking that money does not stink. He also coined the phrase pecunia non olet. I'm assuming that translates to money does not stink. Okay, so fact number 3. Roman concrete grows stronger over time. So Roman concrete, or opus, I don't know how to pronounce that honestly, caementicium, or is it cementicium, used volcanic ash from Pozzuoli, which reacted with seawater to form rare crystals that heal cracks as they form. This made structures like Pantheon Dome and harbor piers extremely durable, far more resilient than most modern concrete that we have today. Why don't we just try to figure out how to make some concrete like that? That sounds amazing. Okay, so fact number 4. Many Roman emperors were actually not Roman. Huh? The empire was multicultural. Emperors such as Trajan and Hadrian were Spanish. Septimius Severus was North African, and many late emperors were from the Balkans. Okay, I had no idea. This diversity shows Rome's wide integration of provincial elites. Okay, so fact number 5. The Colosseum could be flooded. So early in its history, the Colosseum hosted naval reenactments. Engineers to entertain citizens, though the practice soon ended due to structural and logistical difficulties. I don't remember learning that in history, I'm gonna be honest. So, fact number 6, Romans invented fast food. Most urban Romans lived in small apartments without kitchens, so they ate at thermopolia, street food stands with built-in soup pots and countertops. They served stews, meat, bread, cheese, and wine. Effectively ancient fast food. Okay, guys, so fact number 7. The Roman road network spanned over 250,000 miles, built by the military for quick troop movement. These roads used gravel, stones, and training systems to stay intact for millennia. That coined the phrase, all roads lead to Rome. It reflected the way major highways radiated from the capital like spokes on a wheel. That is very interesting. 250,000 miles is quite a bit. Fact number 8. Soldiers were sometimes paid in salt. Salt was critical for preserving food, especially meats, while soldiers weren't literally only paid in salt. Salt allowances and salt-related stipends were included in military compensations. This led to the word salarium, the root of the word salary. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so fact number 9. Gladiators rarely fought to the death. Gladiators cost a fortune to train, feed, and house. Their owners wanted to protect their investment, so most matches ended when one fighter was clearly defeated, as opposed to being dead. Some fighters even gained celebrity status and even had fan clubs and sponsorships. Okay, a lot of this stuff is still relevant, like in today's age. Not in the same exact way, but sponsorships for athletes, huh? Okay, so fact number 10. Roman baths had underfloor heating. So public baths were engineering wonders. Heated air from a furnace circulated through hollow spaces under floors and inside walls. The hypocaust system, warming rooms and pools, that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, there was a few things that were, the piss was kind of crazy, but it sounds relevant. Okay, fact number 11. The Romans used a state-run postal system. It was called the cursus publicus, transported messages, officials, and goods using relay stations with fresh horses. Messages could travel over 50 miles in one day. Astonishing for the ancient world. Alright guys, so fact number 12. Purple dye was more valuable than gold. Made from the mucus gland of thousands of murex sea snails, Tyrian purple required enormous labor and time. Only emperors and high-ranking officials were allowed to wear the garments with fully purple stripes or cloaks. That's interesting. So, purple dye for clothing was more valuable than even gold. Okay, fact number 13. They worshipped a sewer goddess, Cleocina, goddess of the cloaca, or was it Cloacina? I don't know. And it was Rome's huge sewer system. Protected hygiene and drainage. Romans believed good sanitation was spiritually important. Statues and shrines honored her, showing how seriously they took the infrastructure. Okay, I don't know about that. Fact number 14. Many gladiators were vegetarians. Analysis of gladiator bones from Ephesus shows a diet heavy in barley, beans, and oats with almost no meat. They drank a plant ash tonic for calcium. Despite the Hollywood image, they weren't muscular because of meat. They built bulk through carbs. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, fact number 15. Rome was the first city with over 1 million residents. Around the 2nd century CE, Rome became a metropolis, unmatched in size until the 19th century London. Managing such a massive population required advanced sanitation, grain imports, aqueducts, and urban planning. Fact number 16. Some Roman doors had sacred hinges. Doorways were magically significant in Roman religion. The Vestal virgins maintained Rome's sacred fire. Chosen as children, Vestals served for 30 years. Their vow of chastity symbolized Rome's purity. Breaking the vow was considered treason against the state. The punishment was being buried alive, since their blood could not legally be spilled. That's just as bad, though. Fact number 18. Aqueducts used minimal slope but moved massive amounts of water. Aqueducts carried water from distant springs to Rome with extraordinary precision, often dropping just a few inches per mile. Rome had 11 major aqueducts, delivering over 200 million gallons of water per day for baths, fountains, and households. Okay, these are all interesting facts. Fact number 19. The original Roman calendar had 10 months. The earliest Roman calendar began in March and ended in December. Later reforms added January and February. Julius Caesar's major reform in 45 BCE gave us the Julian calendar, while Augustus later adjusted the leap year rules. Okay, so they're responsible for that. That's crazy. Fact number 20. Most Romans ate with their hands. Spoons existed, but forks didn't become common until much later. Meals were served on shared platters, and diners used bread to scoop up food. The wealthy reclined on couches while eating, as a mark of status. Fact number 21. Lead poisoning was a real, but not an empire-ending not vomit rooms. The name comes from the Latin verb vomere, to spew forth. These architectural passages allowed spectators to exit theaters and arenas quickly. The myth that Romans had special rooms for vomiting during feasts has no historical basis. I don't think I had ever heard about either of those. Fact number 23. Pompeii's graffiti shows everyday life. Graffiti preserved by volcanic ash includes insults. Celadus the Thracian is the girl's glory. Political slogans, shopping lists, jokes, declarations of love, and even erotic drawings. It shows how lively and expressive Roman street culture was. Fact number 24. Some emperors had bizarre hobbies. Emperor Elagabalus hosted prank-filled banquets where guests were served fake food or released animals in the dining room. Nero performed music recitals that no one was allowed to leave. Commodus fought animals in the arena to show off. Fact number 25. The Western Roman Empire didn't fall overnight. Although 476 CE is the symbolic end, Roman culture, laws, and identity persisted. Many Roman elites served new barbarian kings. In the East, the Roman Empire, or the Byzantine Empire, continued for nearly 1,000 more years until 1453. So there you have it, guys. 25 facts about Rome. If you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, this is ASMRYB.